Hello Aries, welcome to your reading for March 2020, and I'm super excited to see what's going on for Aries Sun, Moon and Rising, because I feel like March is an exciting month. We do have a full moon coming up on the 9th. This full moon is going to be the full moon in Virgo, as the sun is going to be in Pisces, so the full moon always happens at the opposite sign. The other major event that we actually have going on is on the 21st of March, when the sun moves into Aries from the sign of Pisces. We also have Saturn moving into Aquarius. Now, Saturn has been in Capricorn for about like 2.5 years already, and officially it moves into Aquarius in December for a 3-year round. But right now we're going to be getting like the short window from the March 21st to the end of June. We're going to be getting this short window of what the next 3 years are going to be looking like. So really this March you just get to see the beginnings of what it's going to be like for the next 3 years. So we're seeing what we're kind of wrapping up in this March, because the astrological new year also happens to be the spring equinox. That is the start of the Aries season when Saturn goes into Aquarius. So let's see Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. What is the journey that is going on for you this March? What are themes you are exploring this March? Let's see what's going on for you. Okay, I'm going to be doing a spread for you guys, and then I'm going to open these cards out and we're going to see what's going on for you. I'm super excited. Let's see. Okay. Right. So we have here the moon as your energy, as your current energy. You also have the 5 of Cups as the obstacle. Right. So I do feel like, because this energy is going to be taking place in your 12th house, I do feel like there are some things that you are sort of wrapping up this with this season. I feel like this is kind of like the end of an era. I feel in some ways, for some of you guys it feels like that, and I feel like there is this sort of leftover 5 of Cups energy, which I'm gonna get into shortly. Into explaining. Before, let me just open up your cards. Right, okay, so now that we have all these cards, here's what I see. We have the moon here, represented by you. So I do feel like this is a very emotional month. I feel like some of you guys are really highly empathetic this month, and if you're already empathetic, you'll just be picking up on so many messages, so many feelings. I also feel like this is really like a month for healing your feminine, healing that feminine energy within us, healing and learning how to receive again, and learning how to feel whole again, and how to trust your intuition again. I feel like you may feel like you have been psychically attacked, or people try to drain you of your energy. So I feel like that's kind of what you will be finding and reclaiming this month, because you do have the 5 of Cups. So I do feel like this is an obstacle this month, which is moving beyond something that is old, that is no longer valid to your growth. And I do feel like these 5 of Cups, these spilled cups, this is regrets, and this is loss, and this is moving on from things. So I feel like you will be taking that sort of next step of moving into a newer energy, and I feel like that's kind of what you're processing, one of the main things that you're processing this month. I do feel like you do know what this sadness is about, because you do have the 9 of Swords. So I do feel like this is related. This may be moving on from something recent, or something, that is of the recent past particularly, but I do feel like there is strongly this energy of like, this is related to your past hurts, this is related to your deepest wounds, and I feel like that is exactly what you're battling this month. Those are the issues, those are the themes that you are wrapping up. What do I do with these old wounds? How do I sort of process them? How do I see myself knowing that this has also been a part of me? Because that's sometimes so important, to just acknowledge that yes, that has also been me, that has also been a part of me, and I'm not ashamed of that, and I'm not going to ridicule myself for having felt what I have felt and been what I have been. So I do feel like there is this sort of strong reclaiming that you have to do this month, because you do have the World card here in the past. So I do feel like there has been an ending of a cycle. It's been a big cycle. It's been an exhausting cycle. And I feel like Aries, you might even be feeling the pressure of, oh, what's this new year going to be? So I feel like it's just this, this astrological new year is not something you have to really jump into or rush into with all your guns and all your energy. I feel like it's more about softly wrapping up the end of this year, this March, and just seeing how far you've come, because you have ended a cycle here with the world. There is something you have released to the universe and you have let go. I do feel like what you don't sort of see coming and don't see what is happening is you really developing and coming through as this empress. I feel like this is who you're coming out as, Aries. I do feel strongly that there are people around you who are noticing this, and there are people who, you know, and this could even be employees, this could be people who work with you, your colleagues, your friends, or generally, there's just a sense of like everybody sort of recognizing, and I feel like you're the only person who's kind of not seeing that. So it's interesting because you have the Empress and you have the Moon, and for me, the Moon is again the Moon, the feminine sign, the planet, and at the same time we've got Empress, which represents Venus for me. So I feel like the more inner healing of the divine feminine that you do within yourself, it starts to show up outside, whether or not you can see it, because you are battling through some difficult emotions and you are going through the processes that you do need to go through. I do feel like there is a conflict that sort of does come up, and I do feel like it's a conflict of interest. The Five of Wands, for some of you guys, this could be around family, but I also feel like this could be around a toxic work environment for some of you guys, or I just feel like this kind of like family setting, or within a bunch of people. I just feel like there's too many cooks that spoil the dish. So it's kind of like that. I feel like let's see a little bit more about this Five of Wands, what this conflict is going to be around. For some of you guys, I also feel like the moment you start drawing your boundaries to something, somebody has a problem. Let's see. Yeah, the Page of Swords, I feel like, you coming into your power is going to piss off some people, which is not something to be afraid of, because you have the Page of Swords. So I feel like there are people who are going to be acting really immature, and they're not going to be acting out of the healthiest place. So it's not something you have to really take to heart. You do have the Tower. Yeah, I feel like there are things that are breaking down in the way that you communicate with other people, in the sense of like, people may or may not understand who this new you is. So if you're walking in to the room or into the space, whether it's your family, whether it's whichever work environment or your friends, they no longer know how to sort of deal with you. So I feel like that's kind of what the issue will be about, the Tower. So I feel like there is like this overall breakdown of, oh, how do I deal with this Aries individual? Now it's a completely different dynamic. You also kind of do have this new opportunity coming your way, which again, I feel like you don't see it coming. I do feel like for some of you guys, the March, the new moon, the full moon that we're going to have in this March, which is going to be on the 9th, I feel like that's when you really kind of see this and starting to sort of solidify. This could be a new work opportunity for some of you guys, because you also have the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, there's again a direction that you are contemplating, and where do I go? What do I do with this? So I do feel like this month, a lot of the energies that you have are focused either on your work, on your self-development, or your emotional health, where you're going to be taking care of yourself and taking care of, the emotions that you have bottled up, and because it's in your 12th house. The 12th house is hidden matters. It's also the bedroom, it's also the mind. So I feel like there is where a lot of these processes are going to be happening. I do see that you kind of do want a new opportunity with the Ace of Wands here. I feel like this could be a new opportunity to connect with someone new, or just wanting some excitement in your life, just wanting some good old passionate fun in your life. But I also feel like a part of you is kind of scared of letting a new energy in right now. Let's see a little bit more about this Ace of Wands here. Ooh, that fell out. That was an urgent message. Yeah, the Fool. So I feel like, yeah, there is this sense of like, I really want to jump off the cliff again. I really want to be able to trust people again. I really want to be able to trust myself again, to make decisions. But I do feel like the amazing thing, Aries, I gotta say this, because I was listening to, when I was starting this reading, and randomly my phone started playing this song Good as hell. Have you heard that? Good as hell. Just listen to Good as Hell by Lizzo. Because that is kind of what I see here with the Queen of Swords. You know, you are the Queen of Swords here. This is who you come out as in this, by the end of this month. This, like, you have your boundaries strong. You know exactly what you're here to do, how you want to do it. You're sitting on your throne. You're claiming your throne, and you're doing that by building those strong boundaries. That's why I do feel initially there will be a resistance. You might have to face a resistance, and that's almost like a test. It's like, how much do I want to stay on this journey? How much do I want to continue how much I want to continue honoring myself and respecting myself and making sure those boundaries stay. So I feel like those are the struggles that you're going to be going through this month. Let's see, what are some messages for you from the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck? Potential. Yeah, I feel like this month will reveal to you more than, you know, your work taking off immediately. I feel like this time is more about the potential, even your psychic potential. Like, what is the potential of my mind? What is the potential of things changing? And look at that, with the Ace of Pentacles here and the Page of Pentacles, and we got the opportunity. So yeah, there is a new opportunity to start something new. I can't exactly pinpoint to it. Might be different things for different people, but I do feel like there's a new opportunity to move on, to change things, to change your routine. And you have standstill. So like I said, there's a lot of sitting with your feelings. There's a lot of staying with what is going on instead of running away from it this month. Aries, let me just get some more cards for you. I want to pull some cards for you from the Moonology deck here. Let's see. What are the messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising this month? What are the messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising? A new romantic cycle begins. How lovely is that? Particularly with that Saturn going into Aquarius. I feel like it's going to ease the pressure of certain areas of your life and suddenly start working on other areas of your life. So if you feel like you have been working a lot on boundaries till now, so I feel like the next might be actually Saturn working through your work areas in life. And we can find that out by looking at your birth chart. And if you want me to do that, you can book a reading with me. We also have full moon in Scorpio, time to release some negativity. Yeah, so with that nine of Swords energy and the Five of Cups energy, I do feel like you are processing some really heavy emotional stuff, and you're going to be releasing negativity around or grudges around old stuff that you really do want to get over. Emotions are running high. Well, it is Pisces season, and it is happening in your 12th house, so which is, you know, the house of all your deepest, darkest emotions. So I do feel like it's a highly emotional month, but yes, it's very, very promising with the new cycle beginning, and with the emotions running super high and the potential and the opportunities. So I hope this reading was useful for you. Thank you so, so much for watching, Aries. And thank you. Bye-bye. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And see you next time.